If y'all can recall, I put up a video several months ago now about how I was going to do this little experiment for my bucket solar wax melter. I've got my piece of glass standing right here. I just took it off. I pulled out my screen, and what's left is just some moldy slum gum. I think that's pretty much all just nasty propolis. No good. I mean, propolis is good for some stuff, but for this case, not for me. It's not. Anyway, what was interesting, well, I wanted to share this with, I forgot about this project. It's been sitting out in the garden for literally months. And I peeked in on it a few times, and I saw that slum gum was mildewing, and so I kind of lost faith. But then I got to thinking, this wax is inert. It has no, once you get the honey and the propolis off, it has no nutrient value for any sort of living organism, really, except for, I guess, a wax moth might want to eat it. But it is, it's not going to rot. It's going to sit here in water forever, pretty much, and be just fine. So what I found interesting was I opened it up and had these big old chunks of wax that were hanging off the bottom of the screen. You can actually see there you can see kind of the screen. Oops, I'm sorry. You can see kind of the screen imprint. Where did that piece go that I had? Bear with me here. There it is. Or there's one like it. You can see the hash marks. That's kind of interesting, actually, of where this was stuck to the bottom of the screen. But what else is really interesting, it must be some sort of bacteria or something in here. It's pink. Like the wax, that's kind of cool too. You can see how it melted and flowed, melted and flowed, melted and flowed. But the wax has, look at that, how red that looks. And I have no idea what that is. I don't know if it's bacteria or some sort of fungus. I don't imagine it can be anything from the wax, because when I put it in here it was just wax cappings. It was nothing else. Wax cappings, propolis, and whatever honey residue was left after the bees picked it over for a couple days. But the water itself, even the fluid, has a really red look to it. So I'm kind of thinking it might be, maybe it's a red algae of some sort in there. But anyway, I went to grab this and look at it, because I'm out here trying to clean up what I've got going on with some other wax melting projects. So I've got over here the cappings from the last time that I harvested, and they've been sitting out here in this bucket for over a month now in a bucket of water. I got this from LDS Prepper, that you soak them down in a bucket of water for a couple days, and the natural bacteria in there will ferment any honey that's left on the wax cappings, leaving you with just pure wax, and dirt and debris, but no honey, no nothing that could possibly contaminate the wax. So he said 2 to 3 days. I left it for month or two maybe. Just I get busy and I forget, and I got too many things going on. But anyway, so I'm out here tonight trying to clean it up, and so I've just been washing it over. I'm pouring out all the nasty water that was on it, and trying to replace it with fresh water. And I don't see any reason why you can't keep it stored in water like that almost indefinitely. I don't know though, but I do intend to do something with this. I've got a good little pile of wax here, and I've got maybe close to a gallon of wax there, and I don't know, maybe a quart of wax there. Not a whole lot here, but now this stuff is in a more pure form. So this is more condensed. This is melted down to solid wax, whereas the stuff over there in the bucket is real fluffy capping. So there's probably not as much volume in the bucket as I think over there. And I'm gonna pour these two together. I'm gonna dump off this red water, whatever it is, and I'm gonna flush this really good with a garden hose and see if that red residue comes off. I just really have no idea what it is. I'm probably actually going to put something on Bee Source about it, see if anybody else knows, because it's really intriguing what it is. I'll get a good picture of it here once I'm done with the video, so I can put that up on Bee Source with it. But anyway, like I said, just wanted to share that kind of little update and see if any of y'all knew what was going on there. And yeah, just trying to clean things up.